Hello, bonjour, and bienvenue. My name is Ashley Proctor, and I run Creative Blueprint and Coworking Canada. And I'm here today to introduce you to the IDEA Project and to our March IDEA Challenge facilitators, Iris and Laura from Women Who Cowork. The IDEA Project is an international collective of coworking operators and associations, community organizers, and collaborative consultants, and we're committed to recentering the meaningful human connections, communal care, and the creative collaboration that coworking was founded upon. And together, we're working to make the coworking industry and the coworking movement more inclusive, diverse, equitable, and accessible. And each month, we invite an individual or an organization to challenge us all to take an action, large or small, so that as an industry and as individuals, we are working together, taking steps in the right direction. These challenges are designed to be accessible, even for beginners, to spark additional learning, to complement a larger discussion that is taking place, and to support folks who might feel overwhelmed or unsure of where to begin. So we'll host an international conversation at the end of each month where our facilitators will invite you to participate in a deeper discussion on the challenge topic theme. We'll collectively discuss your experience around taking the challenge and any outcomes that you had. So be sure to register for the March conversation if you'd like to join us. And now I'd love to introduce you to our March IDEA Challenge facilitators, Laura and Iris from Women Who Cowork. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Ashley. I'm Iris Kavanaugh, and I'm one of the co-founders of Women Who Cowork, and I am based in the occupied lands of the Awaswas-speaking Waipi tribe, today the Ohlone people's land, also known as Santa Cruz, California.
Thanks, Ashley. I'm so happy to be here. I'm Laura Shook Guzman, and I'm also a co-founder of Women Who Cowork. And I'm coming from Austin, Texas, which was also home to Comanche, Apache, and the Navajo. So I'm grateful for this conversation. Thanks for bringing us in. I want to say a little bit, Women Who Cowork is a membership platform for women and non-binary founders and operators from around the world. And our mission is to amplify the co-working movement, specifically by providing this community with education, with resources, and with support. So what Iris and I love to say is that we are a community for our community builders.
And our programming is really designed to support entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs and operators in running sustainable businesses. We have a dual focus on mental health and business best practices. And together, Laura and I bring a combined 24 years of experience in the co-working movement. And we are super passionate about moving the needle on gender equity in co-working.
Yeah, so that leads us to why we are so excited this month, Ashley, to partner with the Co-working IDEA Project. The month of March, many people may or may not know, but it is annually. We have March 8th celebrated as the International Women's Day. And here in the United States, the month of March is also Women's History Month. So we thought this was perfect timing to collaborate with you because we can really bring in and stand in solidarity with some of these other important observations during the month of March. So we are really excited to invite members of the global co-working movement to choose to challenge gender inequity this month during the month of March. So according to International Women's Day, they have a theme, Choose to Challenge, this year. And they say that a challenged world is an alert world. And individually, we're all responsible for our own thoughts and actions all day and every day. And we really align with that. So we can all choose to challenge and call out gender bias and inequality and equity. And we can all choose to seek out and celebrate women's achievements. And collectively, we can all help create an inclusive world. So from challenge, we feel comes change. So let's all choose to challenge this month. That's what we're celebrating.
Yes. And, women have been challenging gender inequality for a long time, from our roles in society and in our families and in business, to our sovereignty over our bodies, and to having our voices heard. And in several countries this month, our history is being honored. And this year's conversation is specifically framed around the valiant women of the vote who are refusing to be silenced here in the United States. And we are just so excited to be in alignment with speaking up and calling attention to the history of women and non-binary people in this country, but also in our world and also in this movement.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Ashley, we were thinking that it's also important to just explain. I know we're throwing around words like inequality, inequity. And so often those are used interchangeably, but there's a distinct difference. So at Women Who Co-work, the word equity is dual purpose. So related to gender in the workplace, equity sets the stage for equality. And it refers to the fairness of treatment for both women and men and people of diverse identities, gender identities, according to their respective needs. So if equality is the end goal, then equity is the means to get there. So we're really looking at equity within the co-working movement as a strategy that we can use.
And so Women Who Co-work is inviting you to choose to challenge gender inequity in co-working and shared workplaces. And we are doing this through applying a gender lens to our organization. And a gender lens is defined by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation as a perspective that pays particular attention to how gender differences and relations are relevant for investments and projects. And I just want to add that in this context, the word investment is actually meaning investment of time, energy, and resources into the people of an organization. So Women Who Co-work takes a wider gender lens to consider all gender identities through the intersectionality of identities, as well as the access to resources and to agency. And we really understand that as white, heterosexual, cisgender women, our understanding of gender inequity is going to be very different than that of women of color and diverse gender identities.
We know as white, cisgendered, heterosexual women what that means for us to feel like we can do something, but we don't know everyone's experience. So we're really keeping this wider lens. It's like, okay, what does everyone need in order to feel the agency to do the work that they're there to do, to be in the world the way that they're supposed to be? And empowerment is a word that you'll often say, like an organization will empower someone, but we want to move beyond that. We want to go from just a power that we're giving someone to actually say, what do you need to have the power from within? And we understand that's going to vary. And we are open to having this conversation and hearing from everyone who's taking this challenge to help us continue to live and learn and grow our understanding of the gender diverse communities in the current global co-working community.
And so for this challenge, we've created a self-assessment tool to allow all of us to apply a gender lens to our co-working organizations. And we're really asking the broader questions: how do all gender identities and or expressions of gender experience our co-working businesses and our co-working communities? And are any gender-based policies limiting accesses to resource or to agency? This assessment will help you to see whether your organization is being gender unintentional, gender intentional, or gender transformative. And the assessment is a survey in a survey form, and it will allow you to view the different pillars of your organization through this lens. And for example, the questions that you'll be looking at are: does everyone have equal access to necessary hygiene products in my co-working space? And we do know that lack of access to necessary hygiene products is a productivity drain. And so making sure that that access is as ubiquitous as toilet paper or coffee in a co-working space is really actually helping an organization provide an equitable experience for all of the members within the space. Another example is who's making the financial decisions of the organization. And Laura, I feel that this one is really important, right? who has access to view the finances, who has the agency of financial responsibility and making the decisions that truly impact the community.
And I just want to add, Iris, that the three different markers here about being gender unintentional, gender intentional, and gender transformative. You can move from being completely unintentional, which could be a conscious or unconscious bias against different gender identities. When I help you move from that unintentionality to really setting an intention of, I will be able to make sure that we are providing the hygiene products. We are being able to make sure that financial responsibility is shared. And then the other one that's the most exciting that we're really hopeful for as an organization is to really move the needle on being gender transformative. Like, we want to transform this, especially within the co-working movement. We have so much opportunity to design our spaces with that lens, through the gender lens. So Iris and I are just really excited to continue, not just have this assessment, but to really continue these conversations.
The Women Who Co-work will be offering events throughout the month to further explore advancing gender equity in the co-working and shared workspace industries. You can check our calendar at womencowork.com/events for a full list of the conversations and events we'll be hosting. And most importantly, once you've finished taking this assessment, we invite you to share your experiences at the Co-working Idea Project March Challenge discussion on March 31st. We are really, really excited to see how this challenge went for everyone and really dive into this discussion together at the end of March.
Thank you both so much. This is a really great challenge, and I think we're going to get some interesting results internationally, and I'm really looking forward to that conversation already at the end of the month. I know you've got some great ideas of people who are going to be there to contribute to that conversation. I can't wait to hear from them all. For everyone else who would like to get involved, make sure you go to the website, coworkingidea.org. And you can also sign up there for the mailing list, so you'll get a monthly newsletter and event reminders. You can follow us on social, The Idea Project, for complimentary events and resources throughout the month. You can also find related conversation and events very shortly on our event calendar, and those will be themed monthly to tie into the monthly Idea Challenge theme. You can also make sure to be part of the discussion at the end of the month by registering there. And I also ask that in the meantime, it's only 1 month until we meet again, but focus your energy on dismantling the status quo and to find something within your organization that needs to be challenged and get to work. Thanks everyone for participating, and I hope that we'll see you at the end of the month.